Hello everyone, I hope you are very well. As every afternoon, we are back to provide you the most relevant information of the moment.
That's right, friends. Remember that we are the new cast that has for you the fastest and most truthful information on all of TV. Without further ado, let's begin.
Starting with sad news, it's reported that in Ukraine, the number of children killed in the 265 days since the invasion of Russia has risen to more than 430. Ukrainian authorities have reported that this Tuesday the number of children killed since the beginning of the Russian invasion, unless on February 24 by order of Russian President Vladimir Putin, increased to 430. The Ukrainian Prosecutor's Office has indicated in the statement that so far it has been able to defer the death of 431 children, before adding that 824 have been injured and the results of the large-scale armed aggression by Russia. The figures are not final, as work is underway to establish them in the places of activity hostilities, in the temporarily occupied territories, and in the liberated territories. Something very sad. We will continue to update with more information about the war in the coming days. Now let's move on to the weather. Front number 8 will extend over the Caribbean Sea and will cause isolated rains in Quintana Roo. In turn, the mass of cold air associated with safe front will modify the thermal characteristics, and both systems will stop affecting the national territory. On the other hand, cold front number 9 will be reinforced by a new mass of cold air and will move over the north and northeast of the Mexican Republic, generating rains with an interval of showers that could be accompanied by electric shocks in Tamaulipas. The mass of cold air that will drive cold from number 9 will produce gusts of strong winds in the north and northeast of the country. In addition, the causing a new north event on the Tamaulipas coast, mainly in the early hours of Tuesday. Likewise, the entry and moisture from both oceans will cause rains and showers in areas of the central, southern, and southeastern Mexican regions. An anticlonic circulation in the middle levels of the atmospheres will cause a low probability of rains in the northwest and north and west of the country. Let's continue with you, Gil. What's going on in sports?
Thanks, Miranda. Let's start with Formula One, in a question that is frequently asked among the sport audience. Who will be runner-up if Checo Perez and Leclerc tied on points? Both aspire to finish in the best possible position, but this will happen if neither of them scores points at the Abu Dhabi GP. Hoping that the scenario in which the Mercedes men can snatch second place in the driver championships for which they have fought for a large part of the calendar, does not occur, there is also the chance that Checo Perez and Leclerc end the season tied of points, and before that, what will determine the second place? In the event that neither George Russell reaches the 291 points required to finish as runner-up, and that neither Checo or Leclerc add units in the last race of the year at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, the Red Bull and Ferrari drivers will end up with the same 290 points with which they came out after the Brazilian GP. In that case, they could not both be second place, so this is the data that will have to be considered to define who will end up behind the leader Max Verstappen. So both will have to aim to finish in the best possible position if they want to return the disputed second place overall. Now, let's move on to our beloved Mexican soccer team heading to Qatar 2022. A week after the Mexican soccer team faces its first rival Poland in the 2022 World Cup in Qatar, fans are skeptical about the possibility that El Tri will surpass their best participation, which was 36 years ago when they went to quarterfinals, where they tied with Germany to 0 goals but already lost 4-1 on penalties. A red and black fan believes that Mexico will not even pass the group phase. A fan says, "We're not much in soccer, But when Mexico plays, you always have to give them the best encouragement and hope that at least they'll give us more games than those in the first phase. Let's hope he wins. Moving on to entertainment, we have good news for alternative hip hop listeners. Brockhampton was not missing. All this time was used to make his latest album that just came out today, November 17. Brockhampton is an American boy band hailing from San Marcos, Texas, and currently based in California. Directed by Kevin Abstract, the group consists of vocalists like Kevin Abstract, Matt Champion, Merlin Wood, and Don McLennan, vocalist producers like Jova and Beerface, and producers like Romin Human. The group handles the genres of hip-hop, pop-rap, alternative R&B, and alternative hip-hop. Since last October, the group announced through all its social networks that for November 17 of this year, the release of its latest album and what appears to be the group itself, titled The Final Album, will take place. Much is expected from this latest release because in Parsons' statement they have showed their dedication to good music and it is hoped that this album can keep up with those that have been previously published. With this, we say goodbye for today. We hope you have a beautiful afternoon and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow with the best news for the best people.